Hey, good evening, good evening, good evening. It's not going to be a long one. Supposed to be in bed at least, ideally, 8 o'clock, damn near hour and a half ago, so it's definitely not going to be a live one, or a long one. Uh, Littlefoots, apparently, you went live. You've been going live all week, early in the morning. Tyra, by the time you go live, I'm usually on my way to work or already at work. And the question I have for you, Tyra, is if you're willing to get up to, yo, what up, Chris Styles? Yo, Tyre, if you're willing to get up like goddamn 6 o'clock in the morning just to go talk for free, why don't you fucking get a job where you could actually get paid? You know what I'm saying? Like the time you spend with these fucking dogs, these little double Merle shotgun dogs you got, your little Merle made double barrel what do you call them, inbred? You damn inbred, crossbred, all fucked up genetic dogs. Why don't you just go get a job, man? If you up goddamn 7 o'clock to go live, you already got the coffee going and everything. Why don't you just fucking get a goddamn job? You wouldn't be behind on your goddamn light bill. I got a couple talking points. You know what I'm saying? Tyra, you aren't a man. Donna's mother is the man of the house. I'm gonna say that again for you, Tyra, because I know you in the bushes, or you're probably gonna be seeing about this, or you're gonna be hearing about this later. I'll say it again, Tyra, quote unquote, Tyra, you are not a man. Donna's mother is the man of the house. You are just an unwanted guest. Tyra, you are not a man. You don't pay any bills in that house. Donna's mother's SSI paychecks pay all the goddamn bills in that house. Donna's busted ass hip and goddamn crazy check pay all the bills in that house. You might do a one little break job here and there. And on top of that, yeah, Chris Styles, Merle made. I'm gonna hit you with this, Tire. When's the last time you did a fucking brake job? When's the last time you installed a stereo or fucking went out in the corner of what East Washington and 10th Street and sold some shit? Oh, you use the goddamn excuse saying you anemic. That ain't no goddamn excuse. Wear a jacket. You got all that hair on your head. You talk about, oh, my hair is longer than all the females in the black sector. All right, then put on a fucking hat. Go out and sell your shit. It's supposed to be goddamn Christmas season. How the fuck is it Christmas season and you ain't trying to push none of your merchandise? You claim the guy bought out all your inventory, but at the same time, you'll claim that, oh, if you sell your shit, then you'll just reinvest it. And Tyra, we know you better than you know yourself. Anytime you sell something or you make over X amount of dollars, you show us. If you sold any of that fucking merchandise, you would have showed us. So, Tyra, stop the cap. Stop lying, man. Move on to my other talking points, man. So, like I said, this shit ain't gonna be long. Monday, you talking about fucking well, you try to make it under the guise like it's little Romeo and Master P. It was obviously about you, Tyra, because you hurt. You hurt real bad because you see the same shit that's going on with Master P and Romeo. You try to make that shit. Let me see what Exposing King said. Sales must be low due to people getting much better. Yep, much better deals online. How the fuck you gonna compete with Amazon and fucking Black Friday and Overstock and all this other type of shit? You know what I'm saying? At the same time, you offer no warranty, no receipt, nothing. Ain't nobody fucking with you, Tyra. Buying all the goddamn stolen bullshit. Where was I getting at with Little Romeo and Master P? The difference and the similarities, the only similarities is that a father and son have a disagreement. Where you, Master P, and Darius differ is that one, you're an idiot. Two, you're a psychopath. Three, you've threatened your son. You put a gun in his face. God knows how many times. You know, we know you definitely did when he was a kid. In regards to Darius being a child, I'm pretty sure Romeo didn't show up to third grade with a goddamn pistol in his backpack, right? So you don't think the Fed's been watching you since then? Fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? Where's my other? Yeah, here's my other talking point. Master P could teach Romeo about business, starting a business, how to write a business plan, and the people you get around you and or hire so that your business is successful long term. What did you show Darius? Come on, Tyra. What did you teach Darius? You say you're the master of all trades and something of none, some bullshit. You don't say the saying right. So if you're the master of so many trades, beyond you living in the goddamn ghetto, beyond you having a light bill you can't control, beyond you having storage units shut off on you, and they throw all your shit out like on Storage Wars, beyond you not being able to fix your goddamn teeth, beyond you not having central air in that house, having asbestos walls. How could you have all these skills? Don't have a new car, don't have no new tools, everything you get from the auction. How, Tyra, do you what or more so what skills could you have taught Darius if you're in such a precarious position yourself? If you struggle just to get by, just to eat, and who's to say that you and Donna and Donna's mother aren't living off goddamn EBT or goddamn food stamps? Let me check up on the comments real quick. True Freeman has billions of dollars worth of straight skills. He's more like Master P than you think. Okay. He said he saves money with the 15 storage rather than buying a warehouse. Yeah, I heard that bullshit. And I think Princess X made the comment earlier today that a 2-car garage or was it a 1-car garage? It's size unit goes for like 200 a month, something like that, something to that effect. But even so, a warehouse, what warehouse do you really find for less than 5,000 or 10,000 square feet, right? So obviously it's like a Costco effect. You're paying less per square foot with a storage unit, much like you would if you go to like a fucking Fort Locks or some storage mart, some shit like that. Obviously, they want to turn over as many units as possible. Hence, you're going to have a larger premium. Tyra's excuse, or excuses, some of, I should say, excuses as to why he can't get a warehouse is that he'd have to pay light, gas, water. But if it's storage, this guy's an idiot. He says he's been in business 20 years doing all types of bullshit, dogs and whatnot, right? But if you're such a businessman and you're renting, you wouldn't be buying it, you dumbass. You'd be renting a storage unit. It's not like you're storing fucking perishable goods. These are all like fucking shit that's off of auction goddamn floor. Who gives a fuck if it's cold in there? You ain't gotta run the goddamn heat, you dumbass. And on top of that, he talking about water. It's storage. Ain't nobody gonna be living in the bitch unless it's you after Mr. Wayne kicks you out the goddamn house. In that case, you might be better off renting a fucking storage unit. Story shit. Ain't nobody gonna complain with the city on you. What do you say? Food, gas, and electricity. Well, clearly you have trouble controlling your own fucking electricity bill at Wayne's house. All right, so here's the deal. Even at how much electricity you gonna use at a storage facility? Ain't nobody gonna be there 24/7. You come in, you open the door, you get your shit, and you're out. Right? But that's Tyra logic for you. Um, Let me go about the talking point here. He said that Romeo's bills outweigh his income. I'm gonna say that again. Tyra claims that Romeo's bills outweigh his income, and that's why he's broke. Tyra, do you have any room to speak? Do you have any room to speak, Tyra? Please help me out, because as far as I know, Tyra, yeah, it's not just your light bill's a problem. When Jim exposed you not owning 199 Rule Street or 199, damn, it's bedtime. When Jim exposed you not owning 911 Rule Street, your name was never on the title of that house. No document did your name appear. So, and when Jim emailed Wayne, the initial email to Wayne, you and Donna weren't paying rent. Wayne already kicked you out that fucking house and you broke in. When I exposed you about La Hacienda apartments, I think it's on Sherman, La Hacienda apartments. Yeah, you got kicked out that bitch too. Then you moved back, or not you moved back in, you broke back in. Nicole Carter, her place at fucking Bevel Ave, same shit, right? So you try to say you got to lean on Bevel Ave, nah, you dumbass. Nicole Bevel got paperwork and a judgment kicking you and Donna the fuck on out. Probably had her mom up in there with you too. Tyra was talking about another talking point here: liquid assets. Tyra, what liquid assets do you have? I think I was listening to Greg's coverage of this, and Greg hit the nail on the head before I could. It's liquid assets. Tyra, you don't have any liquid assets. All the merchandise you have is a fucking liability because it's costing you money. You have no clue what's the difference between an asset and a fucking liability. A perfect example is that you are a liability to Donna, whereas Donna is an asset to you. Donna's mother is an asset to you because they bring in an income that allows you to eat and somewhere to fucking lay your head until you get locked up and they lose that goddamn house. Um, yeah, in regards to Romeo and Massapine liquid assets, I'm pretty sure they're straight. They got all their shit mapped out. Yeah, what does he say? Yeah, I was gonna make a reference to a book. Hey, how you doing, Tanya? Hope you're having a good night. Um, The Richest Man in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? There's a dude called Arcad in that book, and his son Nomasir. Right? This is something that you should really look into, Tyra. You know what I'm saying? But I know I know you really don't like to read, and the audiobook is damn near 5 hours long. So I know it's gonna go over your head and underneath your feet. But the whole thing is the father, Arcad, gives his son some money and says, "All right, go out, come back in 10 years, make sure you have my money multiplied." The son, Nomasir, goes out and fucks the money clean off, just like the trolls have watched you do, Tyra, for a number of years now. Why haven't you, Tyra Jamel Moore, shown a stack of cash? Keep in mind, Tyra, that when the cop had you on the front porch asking you what you do for a living while you're being fucking recorded, and I think this was before your Miranda rights were read, you could have shut the fuck up and just pled the fifth. But no, the cop asked you what you do for a living, and I think you said something to the effect of, "I do a lot of little things, or I do a few things here and there," and you couldn't fucking read as a legal expert what that dude was trying to figure out. The same shit that's on my screen, that big ass goddamn 10 foot tall weed plant. The dude figured it out. What's the name of the audiobook? The Richest Man in Babylon. The Richest Man in Babylon. It's a fucking incredible book. Incredible. Just have make sure you have some pen and paper when you read that shit, cause that's just gonna make you think. But again, it's something that's gonna be over Tyra's head and underneath his feet. You know what I'm saying? Because if Tyra had any skills, anything worthwhile, he would have taught Darius. You know what I'm saying? Because he's exposed himself and his lack of being a decent parent. I think he was on that shit today about being a good parent and whatnot. But you also claim that Darius was sleeping on your couch. He had no liquid assets. He could have cashed out. You know what I'm saying? You talk about, oh, Tommy only started doing gold and silver after you said it, but we've never seen you with any gold and silver. Tyra, I've done several videos with silver and gold. I ain't seen you do shit with it. You got all this money, you got all this stack of cash, but at the same time, you ain't teach Darius to keep a stack of gold or a stack of silver or something in the fucking stock market. Even if Darius had a few dollars in the stock market, he could have came out, cashed out, and had something. Instead of going on your couch, you could have stayed in a hotel or had his first and last on an apartment or some shit like that. So what have you taught Darius, Tyra? Again, this is a question I want to loom over your head over the holidays. Why does Darius have to suffer sleeping in his car, his Cadillac car, or sleeping in his pickup truck, or sleeping on other people's couches? If you taught him so well as a father, what have you taught him? Real shit. Because if you taught him anything worthwhile, he wouldn't be out on his ass. He'd be able to stand on his own feet, as you say, 10 toes down. So you can stand 10 toes down, but you ain't teach your son how to stand 10 toes down? We go on my next talking point. Yeah, Tyra, you talking about people's net worth, Master P's net worth, um, Romeo's net worth. You want to ask the net worth of his first wife. What's your net worth, Tyra? What's Donna's net worth? And more so, being that you're a legal expert, Tyra, can you please define net worth? What's your gross income, Tyra? What is your net income? So again, Tyra, what is your gross income, your net income, and your net worth? Is there anything, any direction you can point myself or the other trolls or anybody in the state tax department as to who's your accountant? Are you running a CPA? Are you running a CGA? Are you running a certified med or CMA? You know what I'm saying? What type of accountant are you running with, Tyra? But at the same time, you're the same dude who say you a sovereign, said that you don't what do you say? You a sovereign, you don't believe in federal notes, but at the same time you taking cash apps, you begging for goddamn um zoom zooms and zam zams and all types of bullshit. PayPal and all types of bullshit. So it don't make no sense, Tyra. Honestly, it makes no goddamn sense. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm basically out of talking points and it's way past my bedtime, Tyra, but I hope you can address these questions. So I'll run down them again. What have you taught Darius? Being that he's still out on his ass, he's still blowing in the wind, his feet ain't 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? What have you taught Darius, and what type of father does that make you? Because I mean, his failure and or his success is a reflection of you, Tyra. You're his pappy. Hold on, let me read this comment. He really abandoned Darius. Remember when he doubted the paternity of the child? Yup. Despite Darius looking and sounding exactly like him. What a joke of a sperm donor. Exactly. Comment of the night goes to exposing King. Right? So Tyra, real shit. Um, what have you taught Darius? Second question. What's your net worth? What's Donna's net worth? What's Donna's mother's net worth? Because I'm pretty sure Donna's mother's net worth is more than yours. I promise you that. Third question would be, what type of liquid assets you got, Tyra? And can you define a liquid asset versus a liability? And yeah, another bonus question. Do you and Donna have a prenup? Can you define a prenup? Because you worried about Master P's prenup. Do you have a prenup? And can you define a prenup? Anyhow, Tyra, I actually have to get up in the morning, go to work, something you know nothing about. So hopefully you can be a man, because I wasn't talking too crazy in this to address this. I know you in the bushes. You stay in the bushes. You don't go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed, Tyra. I got shit to do in the morning. Right? Stop running from John. Be a man. Get a fucking job. Everybody who came through, thank you for your time. Have a great night. I'm out this bitch.